Hello, hello, and happy Friday. So, our Flip Through Friday has a nice variety this week. And, yeah, so I, I'm going to admit I am pre-recording this. It is not Friday yet, but I have plenty of books for Flip Through Fridays, so I figured let's go ahead and take a look at these. Hopefully my week has improved by the time Friday comes around. I really hope so. But you can go look at my coloring chats for more information on all that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on this. Flip Through Fridays are good days, happy days. So we're going to try to keep this positive. Try to. Okay. There you go. Oh, now you're going to get shiny, but okay. I think we're officially there. Alright. So, hadn't featured a Jade Summer in a while. I just haven't been a fan, really, with what they've put out lately, with this exception. I'll talk about that, I guess, in a minute, but they, I believe this is a previous book that they have a copy of. If it is, and I can find it, I'll link to that one as well, where it's just the line art. But they released it as a grayscale coloring book version, and here he comes. Everybody say hello to Androphoria, who's also rubbing against the mic today for an added bonus. Are you saying hello? Are you telling everybody hello? Are you telling everybody hello? That's so weird. You're so weird. Why are you so weird? Bless his heart. Okay. I thought I had him tricked earlier. I was doing something on the computer and I had a book over here and he started to come over here and I acted like I was doing something in the book so I could get him away from me. He fell for all of 30 seconds and was like, no. Anyway, regular 8.5 by 11 coloring book. This is Amazon printed paper, as usual for Jade Summer. But like I said, I think I could be wrong. They may not have the line art version of this. I may be crazy. Let me look. Yeah, they do. It's in their list in the back. Awesome. So I'll link to that as well in the description, because why not, right? 8.5 by 11, Amazon printed. Here's a few of the pictures on the back. I believe there are 25 images in this book. I've not been noting that lately, so I need to do that. Man, I would love to get a book delivered from Amazon that doesn't have some sort of waviness or bent status to it. Alright, so here is the thank you Jade Summer page. Jade Summer is a brand owned by Fritz & Publishing. It is a team of artists. It's not, Jade Summer isn't the actual artist for this, if you're not familiar with Jade Summer books. So let's get started. I joked in a live stream a few weeks ago, I was like, I'm not an Alice in Wonderland fan, but I am a fan of this art in this grayscale, and don't you do it. What is going on with this cat, yo? What is going on with him? Oh my gosh. I need you to just behave. Behave for a few minutes is all. Anyway, I love the art in this. Love the grayscale. One thing Jade Summer does well is grayscale, without a doubt. Now, one thing I've noticed, don't you bend the page. Oh, come here. Don't take the book with you. I think he thinks this is a game. I believe there are 2 copies of each picture in here. Black backing, as usual for Jade Summer books. Non-perforated pages. The Amazon paper does take alcohol marker well. You have to be careful about bleed through, though. I would suggest putting a piece of paper behind as a blotter page, regardless of whether you're using pencils or markers or whatever. This paper does tend to soak up. I love this. I love any of the Cheshire Cat pictures from Alice in Wonderland I find in books. I just love. Isn't that cute? Oh, I think this is going to be the first one. Are we really surprised? Are we? I probably won't color her or anybody else like typical Alice colors, so I might. I don't know. But anyway, this paper soaks up water. I'm still trying to figure out how to comfortably do watercolor in these books. I've been playing around with putting like watercolor ground or something over it before I use watercolors, just to give me more time to work with the watercolor before it dries. But it can be done. I have had success with it here. So just like with any medium with this paper, you can find ways to play with it and make it usable. So they do, however, now have a shop. I believe they offer their digital versions. Oh, are we going back to the same pictures again? Are these the same pictures? Am I crazy? No. Yes? No, these don't look familiar. That one does. No, we're still going. Okay. I was like, we're doing the different pictures, same pictures? Not sure. But, lost my train of thought. There we go. Now we start with the second copy. Now let me flip through to the end. They do offer digital editions. If you don't want to, you really don't want it on this paper and you want to use your own paper, you can download the PDF versions on, I think they use Lulu. Is that right? I can't remember what it's called, but go to jadesummer.com. It'll show you how to do that. Email list, artwork group, different social media. Here is a list of the different Jade Summer books that are out there, and I saw Alice in Wonderland, so my assumption is that means there is a line art version of it. So there is Alice in Wonderland. Like I said, one of the reasons I haven't been, I haven't liked a lot of the stuff they put out recently, but also when they put out books, if they're regular line art, they have an introductory price that they put it for a few days, which I believe is like $5.99 or $6.99 or something, and then the price goes up. They don't do that with their Grayscale books. They automatically put them at full price, and they are also a little more expensive than their regular line art books, I believe. So keep that in mind with Jade Summer. They have adjusted their price scheme, their pricing list a little bit, so just keep that in mind. So, all right. Next, we are back with Kameliya. Angelkova, 50 Summertime Mandalas. Y'all have been seeing a lot from her books just this past week. I surprisingly didn't get any of the other mandala books yet, but that doesn't mean... Oh boy, that stack about fell. That doesn't mean it's not going to happen. I just hadn't done it right now. Again, 8.5 by 11. There are 50 mandalas, obviously. Here are some of them back here. This is Amazon. It's doing that wacky where it's choppy. There we go. Is Amazon printed paper. Don't you dare. Don't you dare, Mr. Kitty. Let you admire that for a minute. Man, if only I could flip one-handed. If I could flip through one-handed, I think I could keep him at bay. This is a vacation-themed book. Features of the book. Large print. These are larger print mandalas. Generally, the books I've had of hers aren't full pages, so I think they're really nice for like smaller bursts of coloring, in my opinion. So you can use, again, these are single-sided. These are white backing pages, non-perforated. There's a nameplate page. And then we get started. Again, good for markers or colored pencils. I love this one. You can see I am doing a color and chat right now, actually, in her 50 Spring Miniatures book. And we are playing around because Amazon, when Amazon prints books, they do have different types of paper. And so the Jade Summer paper made that Amazon prints with may not necessarily be the same type of paper. I love this one too. May not be the same type of paper that this artist chooses. Like, I find my Deborah Moeller books, I can use like my Arteza water brush, real brush pens, but I can't necessarily use them in the Jade Summer books and actually blend with them. So anyway, I am doing a color and chat in one of her books, the 50 Spring Miniatures, and so far I've been happy with my marker experience. I have not yet tried pencils. What's really nice about her books is you get a lot of bang for your buck. Her books, the ones I've purchased, have had 50 images in them, and they've been priced at $4.99. I thought maybe that was like just a temporary sale, but somebody in the comments said that is normally what the price for books are. So I think these are actually a really great deal. I love her artwork. And that is just, that's so pretty. So pretty. This gives you all kinds of different ones too. It's not just flowers or just random patterns or anything like that. Like, you get actual scenes in your mandalas. Some of them are just, you know, a little more abstract, I guess. I think that's cool. I really like that. Sometimes a lot of intricate patterns in mandalas kind of intimidate me, like this. I don't know if I find that anxiety reducing as more than anxiety inducing. And but I like these. I just makes it a little different to me. I like the ice cream one too. That's just fun. I'd really love to get into some more of the marker blending, and even some of the, maybe the marker. I was going to try markers with pencils, and as y'all saw, that didn't happen. So I've got to try that again in one of her other books, or that same book, and I don't know. I might do markers and pencils in this one. Oh, poor Oreo's giving up on me. Poor guy. And see, this one has a slight little, like it's been bent. I tell you, like, feels like every book I get from Amazon anymore has some weird thing about it. The ones I got today were in, or the one I got today was in a padded envelope, and that one actually seemed just about perfect. The other ones don't seem like they've gotten as good a treatment. But see, this gives you a pattern, but it also gives you like just a flat out scene in the middle of some of these. Like, I really like this one. I will probably collect all her different seasonal. She has all season mandalas, I think, except for, does she have winter? It may say in the back of this book, so. You got lemons. That would be cool. Like, you do like the lemons and the cherry one wherever that one was at, or do the peach one that I had that I liked so much. They're somewhere. Like, do all three of them, or do just a pair of them side by side and actually frame them. That would be cool. Some of these would be cool to pair up. Like, again, if you wanted to frame them or do something with them like that. I've seen some people actually cut out the mandalas in like circles and use them in different stuff, and that's super cool too. My creativity goes out the window when I'm stressing. That's why I go to color by number a lot. Oh, that's pretty. That's why I go to color by number a lot when I get stressed, because it's hard for me to be creative with color and different mediums and concepts when I'm stressed out. And so I miss the ability to be creative like that. So her big thing is mandalas, by the way. Like, that is where I've seen a lot of her books and flip throughs, and they're all awesome. And I almost wish I liked mandalas more, because I probably would be picking all these up. Who knows, maybe I will eventually. This doesn't show, yeah, this doesn't show the seasonal ones. This might have been the other book I have. Well, there's the springtime one. She has, I think she's got 3 of the 4 seasons or something of the different seasonal mandalas. And she does also have fantasy art, by the way, if that is your thing. Here's about the author and info on contact info, blah, 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 womp, 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 Charlie Brown, womp, womp. Got another Color Questopia book. This one took a little longer to get to me than the fairies one that I did the live stream on. Y'all should, if you've looked up Color Questopia and you saw there was a cat one and you thought of me, you probably was like, if she's going to pick up a Color Questopia book, it's probably going to be the Cats and Kittens one. And you would be right. So this is Incredible Cats and Kittens Mosaic Color by Number by Color Questopia. Again, this is the second book I've gotten of theirs, and there will be more in the future, definitely. Here is their color key in the back. They do have some unique color names. Like they have Army Green, which, I mean, I don't disagree with that with the color. It just, maybe U.S. Army Green might be the better way to put that. But just some interesting name choices. But definitely an interesting color scheme as well. So their color keys on the back. I'm not sure if it's the same across their books. I'd have to grab the other one, and it's out of range right now. So letter size, 8.5 by 11. Amazon printed again. Here's their title page. You get what colors you're going to use, and the numbers do change from page to page. 1 is not always black, 2 is not always brown, and so on. I have seen some people who, the color choices for these, and this is with any color by number book. You could color this, and you could see a number, like if 14's medium green, there's a lot of green there. But like on the cats, I'm trying to see if there's a wacky color, and I don't see a wacky. But if there's a color that you just don't agree with, and you're like, I think this is going to look terrible together, you don't have to use that color. You can use any color you want. I know that kind of defeats the purpose of a color by number, but you can pick one random color differently if you want. I did have some luck with these using, if you're worried about getting into the white space, because of course you can use markers and pencil and everything, because these are all single-sided. And again, if you use markers, some of the text on the other side may show when it's wet, but when it dries, it goes away. I have had some luck using gel pens to fill in the little white mosaic areas. I am a messy colorist, as we all know. That's cute. And wish the backgrounds were a little more diverse. I like that one though a lot. All the backgrounds seem to be kind of that same pattern, but that's alright. It's all about the cat, right? Like, I like this one a lot too. So it is all about the cat, it seems. And really, truly, I guess that is how it should be. Am I right? But if you're like me and you're a messy colorist, and marker can bleed on this type of paper, and the bleed into those little white lines gets on your nerves, use like maybe a clear gel pen and go over those white lines before you use your marker, and it won't bleed into there. For most of them, you still have to be careful, I feel like, with the darker markers, but you can use a clear gel pen. I used a silver one. I saw that tip. I'm always going to give the gal credit. Lisa's Coloring Corner. She used a silver pen. I tried that in the live stream, and that turned out really cool. I like that. Anne at A Colorful Life said she has used the clear type of gel pen, and that worked really well. Black gel pen could smear. Some of the darker gel pens might smear, but one of the things I'm going to try is going ahead and coloring one and then coming in like with a black fine liner, or I have a black glazed gel pen I'm going to try. Somebody suggested it. Oh shoot, I'm going to have to go. I'm giving them credit in the description. I'll go figure out who their name is because I picked them up. They are the Jelly Roll new glazed gel pens. I got the black ones, and I'm going to color one of these, then go over the lines with the black. That way they don't smear when I go over them with a marker. And of course, a black gel pen should cover anything. So, enjoy bonus images from some of our other fun color by number books. Of course, you can find their pages on Amazon. Here is the Easy Design Adult Color by Number. It's a jumbo. Like, this is like my couch comfort zone here. Easy to see, large numbers. They're gray, so they won't be as obvious when you color, but they're big numbers, so I don't have to squint with my little old lady eyes to see them. I like that. I like that with the birds. I'm going to have to color that one. Amazing Owls. I wonder if that's the same one from the other one. I don't think it is. Oh, it gives me another one. Cool. The Owls one might be on my list. Fairy Magic. That's the one I colored in the live stream. Was it that one I actually colored? No. I colored a different one. And you get that page, which is really cool. New York Mosaic Color by Number. That would be cool now. I kind of like that too. My brother and I went to New York years ago, and I've been there a couple times now, and I just love it. Horses. Jumbo adult coloring. Ooh, goodness. That's a lot of numbers. That's like some George Tufexis detailed color by number. Please leave us a review on Amazon. And then some blank pages here at the end, which is always nice if you want to test out some stuff. So there is that one. And finally, why do I feel like I'm running through these quickly today? I've been waiting on this for a while. Of course, with the Postal Service, things have been delayed. Sorry, I had to grab a drink. The Coloring Heaven publishers, Anthem Publishing, is based in the UK, so I do get these publications later than, of course, if I lived in the UK, which is fine. I've had no issue with. This one definitely got delayed a lot longer just because of the recent slowdowns in delivery. I was really actually starting to wonder if it was lost because I saw other people in the US getting theirs, and I was like, oh goodness, because this looked like one I was really excited about. So this is the latest issue of the Coloring Heaven Coloring Magazine, issue 61. It is the Fantasy Princesses special. 40 images by Jash Lee Arts. So open that up, and as usual they give like a little blurb here. It is a little bit taller, I think, than letter sized. Is it? Am I lying? Am I telling the truth? No, it's the same height. I'm just crazy. Okay, roughly letter size, but it gives a little info on the artist here. You can do some combination charts here of your colors if you'd like. The social media info for Coloring Heaven. For those of you that aren't familiar with this, these are one-sided pages. The paper is rather nice, in my opinion. It's not perforated. She does have names for her pictures. Oh, that one's so cute. I could do that one for halfway to Halloween. Do I have time? Would I actually be able to finish it? I could try. If I couldn't finish it, like, I could just finish it next month. I could color Halloween anytime, Michelle. Come on. What are you doing? You could color Halloween anytime. That one's cool. Cat Princess. There's me. She's definitely getting brown hair and blue eyes. That one's adorable. Oh my gosh. These like range from adorable to like just amazing. I have so many emotions about these. Oh, she's cool too. I've tried marker on this paper. It does well. I am currently coloring one. Well, I stopped for a while, but I want to pick it back up. I'm coloring in one using Castle Art pencils, and I love them on this paper. Love them on this paper. So this is, I mean, like I said, I've really been pleased with this paper overall. So Coloring Heaven is a publication where you do get issues. I believe they're monthly issues. Fox Princess. They do have separate collections you can also purchase, and some really cool ones. I can't remember. I got my first year of it at a discounted price because they were running a special. And then, Lion Princess. Oh, she's got the little elf ears too. Wonder what the little tattoos of the Roman numerals signifies. Maybe if you go back and read the blurb, Michelle, you would know. Or maybe that's just the artist's signature of sorts, which is a cool idea. I do like that. Oh no, I don't see it in this one. Am I missing it? Now I expect to see them. Anyway, I did get a discount the first year, and then I paid full price for the second year, even though I was planning to not subscribe another year. I did. So definitely when it comes up time, that's cool. When it comes up time to subscribe, resubscribe, whatever. When your renewal's coming up, be sure if you don't want it, go ahead and make sure you get a request in to get it canceled ahead of time. So I love the paper in these books. I've never been like, this is terrible, you know, these are terrible pictures and these are terrible designs, but I find for the price I'm paying for these, the type of art is always great art, and some of the magazines I've got, I love the art, how it looks in it, but I will never color in the books. It's just not my style. It's not my particular subject matter taste. So I don't feel like I get enough books that are in my coloring zone, so it doesn't really make the price worth it. It would be better. I don't know, I struggle with that. Like, you can buy these in single copy issues, and that's what I'm going to post for this one, at least until they're sold out. I'd like to do that, but honestly, if you're doing that with the UK and you're in the US, wow, the dimensions on that girl are really throwing me. I'm like, her shoes, and then looking at her, and I'm like, whoa, that is really, my brain is breaking at this. That is, yeah. Anyway, I don't know, because if I buy like 3 or 4 issues over the year, I might as well just subscribe, right? But I can't guarantee over the year that I'm going to I mean, there's more than 4 of them that I like by far, but I don't know. I struggle with it. I hate buying extra copies of stuff I'll never color, because then it's extra books I have that I have to figure out what to do with. I know. Bigger problems in the world to have. But we're going to enjoy them while we're getting them. I think my renewal's in December, so that one's cool too. This one I really like. This one's going to be intimidating. See, if you get their magazines, you can, they do have sales on their subscriptions if you're new. So, so yeah, I'm not knocking these. It's just like I said, I'm very conflicted about my subscription to these. So, if that makes any sense. Anyway, that is it. Where are the books? I didn't tell you how many were in the Cats and Kittens one, did I? I mean, it'll be in the description. Yeah. Like I said, I'm going to start including that in the description so that you guys know. I'll count them if I have to. So yeah, flip through Friday. I definitely still have some ones to do more flip throughs on. I may, I try not to color in them before I do the flip through, but man, I may just say, that's it. I'm just going to go ahead and color in one of them. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.